I can barely hear you.
Randall!
Singing this song,
Who-
yo.
I see somebody dancing. Is that right?
I'm a temptation.
I'm gonna rejoin.
I'm gonna temptation this.
I don't think this is working.
Everybody can hear me.
And we are live.
Mary, you
What
can
are
hear me.
we talking about today?
Mic check. Mary, are you there?
Yes?
Okay, we should do our mic checks before we jump on. Just a little FYI next time, guys.
No.
Okay.
Always bitching.
Hey, so I got a joke for you. A rabbi and a priest and a Lutheran minister walk into a bar, and the bartender looks up and says, "Is this some kind of joke?"
Lol.
A vegan and a CrossFitter walk into a bar, and everybody knew it before they started talking.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can I tell?
No, you can't, Mary.
Joke
Oh,
better than anybody I know.
Go for it, Mary. What's up?
okay. Mother Superior went to this abbey to check on all the little students and everything there. And she was touring the place, walking around, and she gathered all the younger, I guess, students there, all these girls. And she was telling about God and religion and everything, and then she asked them what they wanted to be when they grew up. And one girl was like, I really like the Abbey and the sisters here, but I don't think this is my place. I'm going to go out and I'm going to become a physician and save people's lives. And that's what I think God is calling me to do. Like,
I'm sorry. I'm early. Okay.
Can I tell my joke?
I'm sorry. It just came in early. I'm sorry. I didn't.
Okay. And then Mother Superior's like, that's wonderful, child. You do that. Do God's work. And then the second girl came up and was like, well, I want to dedicate myself to God and stay in this abbey and become a sister. And Mother Superior like, oh, child, that's wonderful as well. Third girl comes up and was like, Mother Superior, I want to be a prostitute when I grow up. And Mother Superior fainted dead away. And another nun rushed forward to, like, revive her. They finally revived the poor Mother Superior. And she's like, child, I'm not sure if I heard you correctly. What did you say you wanted to be when you grew up? And the girl's like, well, Mother Superior, I want to be a prostitute when I grow up. And Mother Superior crossed herself and said, oh, thank God, I thought you wanted to be a Protestant when you grew up.
Dang. That's funny. It's a very long, drawn-out joke. But, yeah.
Like a penis.
Glad you got that.
Brandon, would you thank Obama for
Thanks, Obama.
stopping Ebola?
What?
Would you?
He stopped it?
Yeah.
And now,
Obama
another empty rant with
Tony. Rand?
Uncle Jesse. Sure.
Chelsea,
and Miguel.
the Rapture guy.
Freddie and I have, like, empty rant sound.
I know. We need to redo our intro, but, you know, once we get funding for it, we'll get it together. It's a little bit outdated.
Yeah, there's people on that intro that shouldn't be.
Another day, another dollar in the lovely empty rant realm. We appreciate everybody joining us. Looks like today we got an exciting panel of Freddie, Jesse, Mary, and myself. Also my wife on the baby. You know. How are you guys doing? Y'all doing all right?
Doing good.
Tired.
Great.
Are you tired? Why are you tired? Huh? You sound really far away.
I don't know, Miguel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, how are you talking on the phone? You have, like, the microphone, like, way far away, or are you laying in bed? Just rolling around? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You gotta get that worked out. Hey, so this is Group Rant 43, or no, 44. Sorry, we got Jesse working on the cover photo. Since we got this, I had to relocate because my wife is using the desk area over there, and so I'm kind of in this corner now. It's okay.
Long.
It'll work, I guess.
You at the dining room table.
Yeah, I'm on the dining room table. I got this wall right here. I don't got too much room to move around.
the-
You know, good
In
question.
the banquet hall.
I don't know. Did you think about that question? I was saying, would you rather live without elbows or would you rather live without knees? 'Cause for me, I'd rather live without my knees because I need my elbows to put my arms in. I was thinking about that. Like in most places that you're walking into or transporting to, or even doorways, you know, they're calibrated and designed for you to walk straight into, but you can't walk in there with your arms straight out, you know, or up. You need the ability for your arms to bend down, otherwise you're just going to be trapped in a location.
I don't know. Barbie seems to get along just fine without either.
She's fully articulated now.
Oh.
Wait, I'm trying to think about Barney not being able to bend his. I don't know. He's got a big ass head. What about that? Are we talking about Barney?
No, Barbie, like the doll.
Oh, Ken doesn't have. He just has like a smooth area down there. You don't know. There's
Right
any,
in the front like Ken.
it's not like a boy or a girl.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about elbows and knees.
I think early on Mattel was just kind of like, giving off like metrosexual or transgender propaganda with their dolls.
I agree.
The
Turn the
true.
music off.
Oh, okay.
Everyone sounds terrible.
Everybody sounds terrible. What's wrong with our volumes? Are our volumes not right?
Everybody just sounds like everybody's cutting off each other, and the music's not helping.
Boy.
Okay,
this is
how do I
bad.
sound? How do I sound, Jesse? Do I sound okay?
Better.
Do you hear me now?
Yeah. I can hear everybody clearly. Can everybody else hear each other?
I can hear everybody.
Who's talking?
Oh, okay. I'm not going off of Randall's opinion on this. He fucks up my audio every show.
Good.
I always adjust the volumes to that guy, and then he ends up talking way too loud. It's just.
I said who's talking? What?
That's what I'm talking about. You're making the sound bite hot, and so it's not gonna normalize right when I'm trying to fix this audio. So.
Oh, for our 400 listeners. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Hey, it looks like we also have Summer temporarily. Summer, where did you go? I guess she disappeared
Hi.
on it. Oh.
No, I'm here. I
Oh.
just don't want my
Hey,
face to
cool.
show on here.
Showing nipples? Oh no,
Hey.
that's a smoke. Or I thought that was your belly button. I was like, what is that?
I don't have any clothes on, that's right.
Oh, okay. This isn't that kind of podcast, but
And I don't know how to disable my camera.
oh, what?
How do you do
What's
that?
going on? You should have. This is. I don't know. You're either gonna get us a lot of viewers or get us kicked off
Is this
YouTube.
going to be banned in China now?
There we go. Okay, no camera.
Here, I got another joke for you guys. A screwdriver walks into a bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, we have a drink named after you." Screwdriver turns around and says, "You got a drink named Murray?"
Nah.
Oh.
That was
Oh.
beautiful.
Yeah. Anyways, I say this session we start off with the weekly WTF. What do you say? Yeah. Does everybody understand the rules for the weekly WTF?
No, go over them.
Okay. Basically, you just say your pet peeve, and when the chorus or the hook comes on, you have to shut up because that's the best part of the song. So.
Okay, could you, for our ESL listeners, could you also explain that in Spanish?
Oh, I don't have the capabilities to do that. Get Jesse to do. Oh no, we got Freddie on the show this time.
Yo.
You know, I was thinking about because I was looking at the origins of because this is 16 de Septembre and it's Mexico's Independence Day, and then I was thinking
There is
about
no reason to celebrate right now with a government in Mexico that is tearing it to shits.
but I was thinking of like how Jesse's reluctant to acknowledge his Hispanic heritage. And so I went and looked up his name origin, and yeah, that guy's not like Mexican at all. It's more Spanish than anything else.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, so
Congratulations.
I was actually trying to stick it to you, Jesse, and then I was just like, oh yeah, this guy doesn't. He shouldn't even care. So, like, what am I doing with my time here? Whatever.
What the fuck?
I don't got one lined up right now. How about we start with you, Jesse? What's your weekly WTF?
I don't have one either, actually. No complaints for me this week.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I do. Teresa from Beer Me 3 was saying that she's annoyed by people that try to come and talk to her while she's on the phone. So here's to the people annoying Teresa. Shut up. How about you, Mary? What's your pet peeve this week?
It's pretty good.
Huh?
This week's pretty good, and I just have love for everybody.
Man, everybody's having a really good week then. That's good. I was trying to think of maybe one for me, but you know, mostly for me it's just I hate getting in my car when it's hot. I think Tony had this one too. And no, Tony's temporarily. Oh. Shut up. That's amazing. Freddie, what's your weekly WTF?
Weekly WTF is foot that will not heal from sprains.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Did you sprain your foot lately, or is
Yeah, last month. It hasn't healed yet.
that called just a broken foot? I don't know.
No. You have to go to the doctor for that. I'm not willing to go to the doctor.
Is that more because you're Mexican or you're just lazy?
Stubborn.
Combination of both.
Fat, yeah.
How about you, Randall? What's your weekly WTF pet peeve?
Mine is when people mistake knitting for crocheting.
Actually, that's mine too. I second that notion.
Ah, good.
My bad, knitter. My bad. Summer, did we ask you if you had a weekly WTF?
No, you didn't. You skip me.
No, I didn't skip you. I'm coming
Why
back.
are you ignoring her?
Hang on.
Hateful.
Shut up. Oh yeah! Okay, so Summer, what's your pet peeve this week? Relationships? Not finding a boyfriend? Your
No.
mom's for a baby?
Yeah, this week has been really great. I am in California, San Diego, and I'm here for a conference, but I came here early to hang out with my college friends. It has been great. I visited
Awesome.
my old campus. Huh?
I'm really glad you have friends.
Shut up. We're not friends.
What the fuck?
Alright, sorry, Summer. That was the end of the song. I apologize.
My WTF is when Miguel skips the only Asian in the bunch.
I know.
Racism.
Thanks,
Racism
Jesse.
is alive and well. Racism is alive and well. Summer, what you said you're over there in California. You're doing a conference. Are you talking to somebody or
I'm talking to somebody?
your college friends? Are they
yeah,
there?
my college friends.
Are they hanging
Yeah,
out?
Linda, your friends on Facebook with her too.
I think I deleted her. I deleted a lot. 300 people last week because I just got tired of talking to people. And then I
What?
ceased my account up.
Barely on Facebook.
Huh?
She's barely on Facebook.
Oh, okay. She bears it all on Facebook. That's weird. So you went to California. You're over there wait, you went for a conference, and so it's like work and play.
Yeah,
It
work
seems-
and play, sort of. Yeah, because I came on Saturday and the conference started on Monday. So basically, I had the whole weekend with my
A lot of
friends.
cute guys there? A lot of cute guys
Yep,
there?
a lot of hot guys.
Yeah?
Hot.
Like hot outside and their skin's warming up? Or
Their skins are warm,
oh,
like
how do you
golden chocolate color.
Golden chocolate.
Wow.
I gotta Google what golden chocolate looks like. I don't know.
Like oil?
Look, like olive oil. Exactly.
Black people, I think that's golden chocolate, isn't that just like
With a hint of
golden?
brown.
I was talking about like oil, like in the car kind of oil, like black.
Crude oil.
Crude, there you go.
Black people with a
Not
sunburn.
that dark.
I don't know.
Black people with a sunburn.
Well, I mean, you can't tell, right? Or something like that. It's like when black people get a tattoo. It's kind of like
Yeah.
guy riding at night, right? Doesn't make too much sense.
Hmm.
Where's my padoomch? I don't have it lined up.
What beaches have you gone to? Or have you been to San Diego before?
Yeah, I went to UCSD, so basically it's on the beach. I've never been to Black Beach. I was gonna go this week with my fellow colleague, but they're kind of lame. They didn't want to go anywhere after the conference every day. Basically, just eat. That's all they're doing right now.
The friends you went with, they're just eating?
Yeah, they're just eating.
Don't you want to eat, like experience the different restaurants and stuff there? Or
Yeah, I mean, like we've tried different restaurants every night, and then after that, that's basically it. And then we walk to the restaurant, we walk back from the restaurant, that's it.
I didn't know if you were like on a diet still because you said your mom was calling you fat. So
Yeah.
is that still
Every
going on?
day.
Your
Every
mom's
day. She reminds me I'm fat.
she's on the diet crusade. I don't know if you guys have seen Summer, but she's already incredibly skinny. And
No,
Too fat.
I'm not incredibly skinny. I'm just
guess
you're like-
normal.
I mean, if you were to be any skinnier though, you'd be like anorexic looking. pretty
No,
much.
I don't think
No,
so.
that's still too fat.
Oh. This is like literally just the bone under the skin. Like
Don't let your mom
No.
see Miguel, because then, oh my God, she'll probably freak out.
No, she always points me out because I can't sleep on my side because then she said that my stomach is leaning toward the on the side.
It's leaning
My
towards the
stomach
ground.
fat is like
It's
dripping.
leaning towards there. That's leaning towards hell. That's bad. So
oh,
what you need to do is invest in some kind of anti-gravity device that'll pull the fat up towards heaven, and then it'll all work out.
That's
What's that
right.
Saran wrap yourself so she can't tell.
Or do that, yeah. It'll also protect your chastity if you saran wrap yourself.
Oh.
you wear a chastity belt too, Summer? That might be some of the issues there with not having a baby.
What?
You wear a chastity belt? Do you know what a chastity
don't.
belt?
No, what? What is it?
You wear a belt?
I don't wear belt.
I don't. I've seen advertisements for Saran wrap diets, or it's not a diet. It's just like literally putting Saran wrap, like one of those squeeze.
I thought that hurts your. Does it hurt your organ? Doesn't it do that? I don't know if you do it too tight.
I think if you play the piano, you'll be all right.
No, that's like waist training with like corsets and stuff. Yeah, that can mess up your organs.
Yeah.
He's just talking about saran
Wait.
wrapping like plastic wrap around you.
But will your
Oh.
piano be okay? See what I'm saying? Because organ, piano.
Miguel's on drugs right now.
Oh my god. Anyways, okay. Well, it seemed like everybody was having just a fantastic week this week. So, I mean, I guess we have nothing to discuss here.
The week's not over. It's becoming more fantastic.
It's Wednesday.
Oh yeah. The hotel that I'm staying at is kind of creepy. It reminds me of the movie Shining.
You posted a picture saying that you're staying in the hotel The Shining. You know?
Yep.
Have you seen that movie, The Shining, first of all?
I've seen it. Yep.
Okay, okay. Are you a big conspiracy theorist?
A what?
Are you a conspiracy theorist?
No. You
No.
are.
What?
Deal
I
is.
am.
You
I've never
are.
talked about conspiracy theories.
You always talk about conspiracy theories.
Miguel's
Like-
just paranoid.
I
Miguel,
am.
do you have a dating profile on InfoWars?
No, I wouldn't put. Do they have a
Only-
dating?
Only Ashley Madison.
Yeah, I had one on Ashley Madison. And it got taken down pretty quickly. So
That's a shame. All those bots were waiting to meet you.
yeah, I mean, I was on there for like just a couple hours, and I was just getting pinged like crazy. It's just like,
Oh, yeah, they're mid.
And they're people just like within walking distance of me, and I could just go down the street and meet them. It was really really accessible, really easy. I was just impressed that there's so many women on there that were trying to holler at me. I think it's mostly because I'm considered a DILF now. I don't know if y'all are aware of this, but
Miguel, most of the men on there are actually women bots.
oh, well, that's fine too. I mean,
That around. What most? Yeah, men bots.
what's
I
not
said that.
eyes are closed.
Never mind.
Hey, when are you gonna have kids?
Next year.
Next year? Yeah? You ready for this?
No.
This little guy, every day I come home and just feels like he's growing more and more and more.
It's because you keep feeding him.
Well, my wife, she just keeps feeding him and it just gets bigger and bigger. But he's already grown like 10 inches, or not 10 inches, I guess 5 inches. He's a total of 12 inches long now. He started off at 7. It's getting freaking long. And he's only 6.
Feeding him.
Say what?
It's
What?
because you keep feeding him and he grows.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not feeding him. My wife is. She's
It's
gonna
because
go back.
your wife keeps feeding him and he grows.
Well, I put him in the baby carrier and he keeps trying to eat off of my breast, and that's just not working out for him. So obviously, it's not coming from me. Poor little guy.
Stop letting him try over and over.
Huh?
You heard me.
Oh, I didn't hear you. Randall, have you been keeping up with the? I don't know if you were watching the debate today. It was like going on hour 3, and I turned it off finally. I don't know if anybody.
I don't care.
What did you learn from it?
I learned that pretty much everybody, all of the Republican candidates hate Donald Trump. So they were just like talking shit. I don't know. There's this other guy. I need to get better. Right now, I think the only one I would vote for would be Chris
Donald
Christie.
Trump?
No, Chris Christie, because
Oh.
I live in Corpus Christi, and then his last name is Christie. And really,
That's good decision making.
I mean, it makes sense. And he's a big guy, and I'm a big guy, and we both have, challenges with obesity. So
I would figure you would vote for Marco Rubio. He's as paranoid and conspiracy theorist as you are.
Marco Rubio, it was towards the end of what I was watching. They said if you could change the face of a dollar bill or something like that, and he said he would take Jackson off the 20 and put, damn it, oh my God, who's the black lady that sat on the bus? Rosa Parks. He said that he would put Rosa Parks there.
He would.
Pivotal citizen and groundbreaking, blah blah blah, and it's just playing it out way too long. But
Who would you put on the dollar bill, Miguel?
who would I? Oh, on the $20 bill. You know what? Most of the other candidates said their mom. I don't think I'd put my mom on there. Maybe I'd
Miguel,
put.
that's not what I asked at all.
Huh?
That's not what I asked. I didn't ask what the other candidates said. I asked who you would put on the $20 bill.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Oh, that's a good political answer.
Well, because I'm trying to think. But
That's what
I'm
it
looking.
sounded like. Oh, Rooney.
I don't know.
Would
who
you
I
put Galileo on there?
I'd probably put I put not Galileo. I want to put what's the other one? Socrates or Aristotle.
Socrates.
We need some
He was a good American, right?
yeah, why not? What about Tesla? Wasn't he American? I think he was American. Maybe.
He was Russian. He was Eastern European.
An American inventor that wasn't it's not Benjamin Franklin because he had syphilis and he's already on the 100. So I don't know.
Would you put Batman on there?
No, I wouldn't put any it'd definitely be a real person, but it would be an American scientist or an inventor. I just don't know.
Batman's not real.
Mark Zuckerberg, there's a good one for you.
No, I don't want to put Mark Zuckerberg. The last thing we need is another white man on our money, okay?
But
Is it a
then you're
race
saying
thing,
you're
Miguel?
going to put a white man on the money if it's a historical inventor. Unless you're
Yeah.
going to put Booker T. Washington on there.
Yeah, I don't know. Mark Zuckerberg doesn't count. He just stole it, from the Wendell Voss twins and then just made it.
Douglas.
Winklevoss. Winklevoss, right? That's the name. I'm sorry, what?
What about Frederick Douglass?
I don't know
There
who
you
that is.
go.
Who's Frederick Douglass?
Really, Miguel?
No, I don't
He's like
know.
a big time. He's
Miguel,
like a great abolitionist.
I'm not afraid to say what. So,
No, it's cool. He's an abolitionist.
oh, like Margaret Sanger?
Yeah, up there. Up there without the whole baby killing thing.
Let's not get
Yeah.
into diet or abortion talks today. Okay, let's just
why do
move
you
on.
have to go like to the dark place?
I'm not. I'm looking at these bananas, and I saw.
These Darth Merengue.
I listened to this podcast earlier and how this artist is using bananas to draw horse butts, and I put these two bananas together, and it makes a perfect horse butt. I would have never known that unless I.
Are you gonna start drawing horse butts?
I don't know. I guess that could be something. Well, with
Why are
bananas.
you attracted to horse butts?
No, I'm not. I've never been near a horse. I've never ridden a horse either.
You've never ridden a horse?
Nuh-uh.
But you're Mexican.
Miguel, if you come to where I am, I'll get a horse for you to ride.
I don't. Oh, I sounded dirty. No. I fed a horse a carrot one time, and then it went away. I've never been on a horse. My little sister got thrown off a horse. She like suffered this concussion and like lost her.
That's why.
She did, and she didn't like know who anybody was for a little bit, and we're just like, oh, this might
That
be good.
explains a lot, actually.
Miguel, would you eat horse meat?
Yeah, I'd definitely try. I'd like to try all types. I would also like to try human flesh. I think that'd be interesting.
That's gross.
Why is it gross?
Human flesh?
Yeah, I mean, not from somebody that's. Oh, maybe if it could be extracted from a live human being without them like being like hurt or not involuntarily. I'd like
I
to.
don't want to.
You can eat placenta.
Well, no, I want it to be like an adult male.
I like. I love how Summer was the one that says that's gross, and then says you can eat placenta.
She's had placenta soup on several occasions. And that's
No,
why
placenta peels.
she's.
I think those are sheep.
She's like
though.
the bad
Sheep.
guy off Mortal Kombat that steals the souls for eternity.
Yeah.
She's doing it with placenta soup.
Like
That's
Liu Kang?
Like that.
Or Shang Tsung.
I'll take you to China where they eat horses alive in front of you.
I ate a horse. What's the big deal about eating a horse?
Because they're such majestic creatures, how could you hurt them?
I know. There's.
That's part of Tongan culture. So there you go. You're gonna insult culture now?
I think I'd be more willing to.
Huh, White Devil?
White devil.
My spirit animal.
Well, no, I'd be more willing to eat a horse than eat a dog.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, it just seems like a horse has a lot more to offer, like in terms of meat. I mean, we eat cows all the time. What's the difference between eating a horse?
Because you can't ride a cow.
Yeah, you can. That's a
Yeah.
lie.
Obviously,
can't
never
ride a
heard of
cow.
Paul Bunyan.
Bull riding.
Damn.
Rode a cow.
He
I've
wrote
never-
a bull, and it's from American mythology. So there you go. How un-American.
Science.
No. I know my astrological sign is Taurus,
So is mine.
so maybe that's why we're
That's
like
why you are the way you are. Okay.
Yeah.
the bulls in the neighborhood. You know what I mean? I
Big
think
old heifer.
it's something that definitely it makes me strong
You want me to show you tough? I'll show you tough.
because I can beat anybody up that I want to. Speaking of beating up, hey, this is a good soundbite for you.
You want me to show you tough?
Mary,
I'll show you tough.
how much were you deadlifting earlier today?
I'll tell you once I reach my goals.
What? No, don't be ashamed. You're deadlifting first of all, and you're wearing a ridiculous beanie that's you knitted on your profile picture.
Okay, Miguel. Jesus Christ.
I was trying to get Tony on here so y'all could talk about Star Wars, but
We would episode, so it's good he's not here.
well, he's had a bereavement. He's on bereavement leave. I guess that's what.
So he's bereaved.
Yeah, I guess. I think that's what.
Because you watched the first Star Wars movies again?
No, his I don't. He doesn't want me talking about his personal business. He's just on bereavement leave. So
All right.
just, I don't want to talk about him and stuff. But as it turns out, Tony went to what is it called? Comic Con over there in San Antonio, and I think Jesse saw him there, but Jesse didn't say hi to him. And then when I texted, Tony, I was like, "Hey Tony, go say hi to Jesse." And he's like, Do I have to go find him?" And I was just like, "Okay, what am I doing right now in the middle of this? Like, y'all just find each other if you want."
Yeah.
What was he doing, Jesse, when you saw him?
He was talking to Humberto Ramos, which is a Marvel artist. I'm pretty sure he was asking him if he was like sketching or doing commissions, because all I saw was the artist shake his head no, and then Tony walk away all sad.
Tony's head just like sulking, and he just walked away. So.
Wah.
But I saw him because I was visiting with a young lady or an artist across the booth from the one he was speaking to, and I could have swore that was him, and he walked away, and I texted Miguel and I said, "Hey, is Tony here?" And Miguel said no, so I just walked away as well, and then he was like, "Oh wait, yes he is."
Yeah, but you've seen him, so I would. I mean, I think you know what he looked like. And Tony was at work on Saturday, and so I don't know if you could do a day pass and just go one of the days, or you go the whole weekend. So
yeah, you can go one day, and that's why I thought it was him, but we each had our backs to each other, so I just saw him like walking away, so I couldn't tell if it was. I've never seen him in person, so.
Dude.
But yeah, by the time you said yes, actually it was him. He was already gone, and I was with my family, so I ran into Freddie, but just in line. I didn't really see him inside.
We waved to each other.
Yeah, I didn't take a picture together.
No, we're like in the line to get in, so
there was no
if I got out.
No one wants to admit they're a part of Emperor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you say that, but
they're like, oh, it's you. How you doing? Yeah.
Somebody today asked me if they could put podcasting and me as a reference on their resume today. So we'll say there are some.
Was it me?
No,
it wasn't me. Was it Tony? Is that why Tony's not here? Because he's ashamed of that?
And
but
it backfired today.
If you're going next year, Freddie, we should claim this podcast as social media and try and get media passes instead.
And try to get a tax write-off while you're at it.
I actually got to talk to Apple and take a picture with him.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice to see him like walking around, like he's super involved.
Yeah.
Who, Apple? Like from the Black Eyed Peas?
No,
the guy that hosts the convention.
Oh, Mr. Apple of the Apple Corporation?
No.
Apple de la Fuente.
What's his name? What is Apple short for?
I think it's Adolfo. I don't remember.
Something Spanish.
This girl in college, her name was Apollonia, but she went by Appy. It was like a few times I've heard. So I feel like it's
it might be Apolinar.
Okay. So you two see each other. Freddie, I didn't think you were one to go to these type of events.
Yeah,
but,
man, I love it because I get to, like, I don't know, nostalgia, childhood, all the above.
I know, but wouldn't being there like almost invite demons into yourself? I mean, isn't that like
why do you say that?
Bored? I mean, because you got like these like demonic creatures walking around you, you know, and reading that
demonic.
Just being around it. I mean, you're just.
I think you need to read more on theology. I think you're confused.
No, I'm just saying. Don't you feel like you're opening yourself up to, you know, just bad business?
No, I mean, I'm like I said, it's like really nostalgic for me.
I just want you to be careful. That's all.
It's just like everything else, I guess.
Wait.
It's like in church.
Did you drink any monster drinks while you were there?
Monsters? No. I can't even say I ran into any monster drinks at all.
No. Monster the drink. It has the mark of the beast on there.
Don't worry about it.
I saw a whole segment.
Yeah, you're
hey, it's good. Yeah.
Well, that's a real.
I drank Jesus juice.
That's a weird thing to say right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Huh.
There you go.
Jesus juice. I don't want it. Where would that juice have been extracted from?
wherever Jesus got it from.
Okay, cool. So,
Yeah.
did y'all take any pictures like with some cool cosplayers?
I saw Hannibal.
Okay. Yeah, but
That was pretty cool.
are there some like legit cosplayers there, or is everybody just looking like they're like?
I mean, like, it's
Halloween
like, I vaguely knew about this, that there's professional cosplayers, and they go all out. Like, what's the one local from San Antonio that she just, like,
Yeah, there's
pretty
professional cosplayers, and they have different sections of the convention like dedicated to like celebrities, artists, and like vendors, and then they have a whole wall called like cosplay alley or something like that. But it's a whole wall lined up with like professional cosplayers. So yeah, I guess it can be that important to some people.
Yeah, well, I follow a few people on the Empty Rant account that are like, it's not them, it's like these nerd accounts or whatever you want to call them. They always have like the word nerd in their screen of some sort. And what's going on over here? Summer, what are you doing? Is this Asian porn? Are we live on location right now? What is this?
Oh shit.
Who is that?
You're going down for a deal.
Who's that?
That's Hannibal.
Oh, we're off. I don't know.
Next at it.
Really loud. Summer,
Well,
can you? Thank you for joining us, Summer.
Is it going to be as entertaining as that time Jeremy went to go gamble with his mom?
I don't think so. Summer's probably gonna, I don't know. Whatever Asians do in California.
Night.
Good night.
I love how we're just hearing this.
It's Miguel. Hey, Miguel. This is Louise. Or Louise.
You're podcasting now?
Oh, gross. Why would you put her on the podcast?
No, you're on speaker. You're on speaker,
Summer.
Miguel.
Oh, gross.
Say hi to Louise.
Can you unfriend me on Facebook, please? Thank you. I don't know if I've made the effort to unfriend you, but if I haven't, please unfriend me. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, Summer, are you going to be doing these live interviews, or should we just keep you?
Well, what did you say? Hold on.
Oh my
What
god.
did you say?
Summer, I'm on like, I like have the eject button pulled up because you're shooting all these weird sounds our way.
Because we're going to the jacuzzi right now.
Whoa, here we go.
So this is like Penthouse Forum podcasting.
So, it's getting loud, so I'm gonna join back later when I get into the jacuzzi, maybe.
That's good. Thanks for informing us and letting us know. And keep us posted on that, please.
Okay, alright.
And don't
Bye,
defriend
guys.
any of us now.
No. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
How do I get out here?
It's like, I don't know how to push in. How do I?
don't know how to leave here.
It's like,
Oh,
do
you
I-
kicked her out?
No, I didn't kick her out. No.
Oh, she's okay. She figured it
Got
out.
all last time because I kicked
Summer's
her
the
out.
whitest Asian I've ever met.
I mean, what kind of Asian doesn't know technology, right? I mean,
I mean, didn't they invent it?
that's a bad joke, right?
Hey, there you go. There's that good old racism again.
That's the only soundbite I have of Summer. Like, if you ask Summer a question, it's like, hey, Summer, are you joining the pod?
No.
Hey, Summer,
Conversation killer.
Summer, can you work your phone?
No.
Oh, okay. glad we tried. Summer, you ever gonna have kids soon?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's sad. It's okay. You always got Randall to deter back to.
No.
Oh, okay. Not
Oh,
even. Dang.
well, so much for that. I got this Penthouse podcast to fall back on, right?
Summer, that's cold as ice. So back to Comic-Con in Alamo City. Is this one of the largest Comic-Cons in Texas?
It's the seventh in the States, I think. Seventh largest in the States.
Where are the other 6 being held at?
San Diego. Well, not the state, the States. The United States.
Oh, the nation.
Yeah,
Nationwide.
the nation.
It's on your side.
By your side.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is the seventh or eighth largest, and that's pretty surprising for being, only like a 3-year-old, convention, I think.
Yeah.
A lot of people, and yeah, I mean, well, isn't San Antonio like one of the largest cities? It's like the 11th largest city.
Yeah, but it's unexpected to have, I guess, that type of, attention at a convention. But I mean, like I said,
I think
being
if
a
it was
nerd, I guess
Austin, I would
there's.
expect it more.
Uh,
Well, I've
oh,
been to the Austin ones too, and it's nowhere near as big as this one.
No.
And the Austin one's pretty well established that I've been to.
is it because the demographic in San Antonio? Is that why y'all doubt so much?
Well, like even at this, there's a lot of people from West Texas and South Texas at it. So you're pulling everybody that doesn't have, that isn't close to the Metroplex or Austin into it.
Yeah. I don't know, like, if y'all don't mind sharing, what is the cost to go to one of these things? Like, I don't know if Freddie, you went the whole time or you just did a day pass.
I did a day pass, $40.
$40, and for $40 you get what? I mean, does that include parking?
No, you get in. The
get
price
in.
varies depending on the day you go. So for this
Yeah.
past one, it's 40 for Friday, 45 for Saturday, and 35 for Sunday.
Damn.
Or you could get like a weekend pass that would cover all the days, and of course you can always upgrade to like VIP passes and stuff.
Yeah, and like the VIP passes vary from like the people who are there, like the celebrities. So if you buy the celebrity pass, you can sometimes go in like for the whole weekend. But then again, the celebrity pass is like $100, $80. So you take pictures and like all that stuff.
What is happening?
What's going on?
I think we had somebody.
This is the best podcast yet.
Oh, here we go. We got Chelsea joining. How's it going, Chelsea?
Hey guys.
Are you on location?
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to.
Are you at the jacuzzi with Summer?
No.
Oh. Who's around you?
I'm trying to turn my video off.
Okay.
Video's on?
You can I think if you needed to, you can defer to Summer. Right?
No.
Oh, never mind. No, Summer doesn't want you asking her either. So. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Do.
Let's just turn down your volume because you're loud.
I think this is a good sign that you shouldn't podcast on Wednesdays.
We have to move the podcast to Wednesdays, man. Because Laura's going back to work, and Jesse's got his TV show he's got to watch, the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and all that stuff. Man.
Oh, so it's gonna be Wednesdays now?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do, man.
Have you informed all the fans on Instagram?
Yeah. Everybody's. Well, the show still gets published on Thursdays. I edit and still publish on Thursdays. It's just a different recording time.
Well, we do this live though, and I know you make a big deal about having live viewers as well, right?
Somebody's got to make a big deal about it, bro.
No, I know. This is your baby here. I understand.
Everybody here is one day going to be able to just be self-sufficient just on like the monetary gains from the podcast. Okay?
Yeah, I can see that. Everybody here will be arrested at some point for what transpired on these podcasts. I agree with
Should I
that.
put my LinkedIn profile?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
In fact, you know what? Get yourself a professional one, and then bill it to Empty Rant.
Yeah,
Really? How about
Care of Miguel.
her F-bomb crocheted, not knitted?
Knitted. Oh, speaking of that, that's a good thing because we hit 400 followers.
See, there you go.
And Randall was telling me that that's an arbitrary number to be celebrating, but who chose that rounding by fives was like so great?
That's how you pills in a pharmacy.
100, 500, 1,000. Why are those like the set like goal lines? Why? I think 400 is just enough to celebrate more than anything. It's a good even number. It's a good number. 4. Period.
Are you going to celebrate 600 then?
It's divisible by 2. It's divisible by 1.
Kel, what are you gonna give me for my podcast 100 viewers?
We'll give you a nice little plug on here. You know, how is your doing?
Pretty good, Miguel. Before I reached 100.
What's your screen name again? It's like Farmagona.
Farmagurumi.
Yeah. How can people find you if they wanted to seek you out?
Search that screen name.
You are amazing, and I find it amazing that you have 100 followers. So there you go.
I want more than just a shout out. I want you to knit me something.
I'll knit you something.
An empty rat T-shirt.
Yes.
Somebody knitted Costello this like hungry caterpillar outfit, and I stuck him in there. And
Was it Jeremiah?
This 1 month.
Miguel, I saw that picture, and that was clearly crocheted.
Oh.
What's the difference, though?
Miguel, for
I do this?
100 people on my podcast, did you go research the difference between knitting and crocheting and get back with me?
And then, how does sewing differ from any of that? I feel like it's all under the umbrella of sewing. So.
Take one step at a time, okay?
And women.
It's like sewing, and I put my deviation arrow, and that goes to knitting, and then there's another deviation arrow that goes to crocheting. So.
Don't forget tatting and nail binding.
Shit.
Where does ironworking?
Yeah, I've never done. The most I've learned to sew or anything is just how to like hem my pants, and then sew the button back on after it busts off because, you know.
I'm going to a yarn festival tomorrow. I know that's not as exciting as Comic-Con though, but.
What kind of festival?
Yarn.
Yarn.
Oh. That's yeah.
More like.
Was there anybody cosplaying at the yarn festival?
More like.
Last time I went to one, there was this guy like dressed in a kilt, and he had a wool knitted beret.
Oh man, talk about itch. Am I right?
He mixed it with alpaca, so it was soft and smooth.
Alpaca.
Yeah, nub.
Oh.
Did they like trade yarn?
Yes.
I'm trying to make this interesting. I'm sorry. I'm out.
Not yarn. You're saying yawn.
Yarn.
Yawn. Like
yarn.
Comic-Con was really interesting, right?
It was amazing. I enjoyed it. There was some yarn at Comic-Con. Like, there was some knitting there.
You see? Best of both worlds.
There you go.
Anyways, speaking of our 400 followers, I don't know how this conversation got away from me, but we need to come up. No, we need a question or a would you rather. At first, I was thinking about doing like a screen caption or like best caption contest or something like that. But I'm thinking if we just do like anybody that replies to a would you rather question, and we'll just put them in a raffle, and then Mary will be crocheting some F-bombs, which is basically like a cannonball with a candle wick on it, and then a big F on it, right? That's the best way to describe it, I think.
I'm so glad you called it crocheting. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, crotch adding. And
crocheting.
I think it's going to be a good thing, but we need a would you rather question. So you know what? I need to take time on this podcast to determine what our would you rather question is going to be. You know, I already asked, would you rather have knees or elbows, but nobody cared about that one, it seemed like. And then Rick suggested the goat one, and it doesn't have to be, and then that other guy, Data J, took it just on a whole new level of graphic. So, we just need it doesn't need to be anything graphic. I hate that would you rather contest always deviate into like, well, how many
would you rather do without Ice-T or Ice Cube, the rappers and celebrities?
Oh, I got a good one. Would you rather listen to this podcast or be given $1,000? For anybody says listen to this podcast, give them an F-bomb.
I like that question. Do it.
Oh, well, Jesse, do you give that question your blessing?
I do.
Jackass.
There, we got a quorum. It's done.
Yes.
Hang on. Let me write this down real quick.
Why are you writing it down?
No, that's just his BS answer. He's going to ignore it.
Miguel, if you ignore it, I'm not crocheting an F-bomb.
That's a good writing sound effect that I'm doing. Look.
That is.
Right. And Randall is a jackass. Okay.
It's not nice.
There you go. Thanks for ignoring my good ideas again.
Miguel.
I like it. Okay. So
Miguel.
Yes, Mary.
That real question, I have ordained it.
Okay. Yeah. Everybody here doesn't seem like they get too political. Maybe with the exception of Randall, but is anybody interested in the presidential debate next year? I mean,
highly political.
I'm political.
Is it something that you're like actively like waiting for? I mean, does anybody have a real interest? I feel like I'm not a big voter. Like I just don't.
Are you a little voter?
No, I am a voter, but I just stopped caring. I don't know if that's good or bad or
that's adulthood, Miguel.
Okay.
Do you need a hug?
Want a hug?
Do you guys actively vote? Like, do y'all like get into the political discussion and the debate and actually like?
I'll actively give you a hug if you want.
I inactively vote.
No. I don't. Oh, that's true. Well, I don't. Like, when I say actively, like I'm making myself like.
Like you have to drive to the polling place?
You passively vote. You just kind of like, and then you hit a button and you're like, and then you go and you go have a sandwich.
I'm trying to think back, and I don't remember the last time I just cared to vote. Like, it just.
Don't you want an I voted sticker?
I just feel like, and when people post those pictures up, I voted today. I think it's ridiculous because it's like, are you truly making the impact that you think you are? I mean, is anybody doing that when they vote? Does voting even matter anymore? I mean, it's a number that gets published and put in a book somewhere, and we can reflect on it. You know, like.
Miguel. ¿Tú puedes?
I'm sorry, Blue Planet?
No, I said ¿tú puedes?
Yeah, Blue Planet, but I have Animal Planet too. No, it's not. No, it's Earth. Earth and Blue Planet. Huh?
Do you need a hug? You sound like bitter, angry, and sad.
You're very agitated.
It's just because I was watching this. It's the nominee debate, whatever. And there's like 20 white guys and one black guy and one white woman, and they're all just talking about who's gonna be the next.
Why would you run for president?
Who's not gonna be the president?
Summer's back.
And you got like people that are jokes.
You should run for president.
No, you just got like jokes like. I mean, we live in a nation where someone like Donald Trump, just because of the money that he's allocated or has that been bankrupt filed for bankruptcy 4 different times, and he's able to step up there and just belittle Mexicans, Asians, women, and say whatever the fuck he wants, and then he's able to actually have like a chance at being president. I mean, he's on there debating against these other potential candidates. Like that just makes the nation look like a joke. Who wants to vote for that? Who even wants to get involved with that? I don't know. Nobody can hear you, Mary. I don't know what's going on with your phone. And Summer's over there. Loud static. I hate all of y'all.
Booter. You have the power.
Anyway. I don't know. Jesse, you used to be like, I think, more political when you were younger. I feel like you've kind of become less politically active. Maybe just
Across the street. Across the street from us. There's 2 Wesleys.
I can deal with that.
Vote for Summer.
No, it's so loud. I can't hear the static.
In fairness, I think Summer's background noise was messing up Mary's sound.
Oh, possibly.
I'm so hurt right now.
Because now that she's gone, Mary sounds fine again. I don't know if you got some kind of feedback thing going on with your phone, Mary, but
Randall, you sound fine.
Thank you. I try to be fine.
Did you vote for the last presidential campaign?
I didn't vote in 2012 because I already knew who was going to win.
Okay. Like, how did you know though?
How did I know?
Yeah, I mean, what were you watching or what? I mean, you just assumed. Oh
No,
yeah.
I pulled out the tarot cards and I thought to myself, can jet fuel melt steel beams?
And you're like, no, they can't.
And they said they can't. And from there I knew.
It was the anniversary of 9/11, and BuzzFeed did this whole thing of like all these conspiracy theories that truthers. I don't know. He was talking shit about truthers, and I feel like BuzzFeed shows like
Here's truthers.
they're like people that hold like are basically seeking out the truth of why 9/11 had to happen, or the people behind 9/11, and like they want the real reason to come forward, the commission
Like
report.
terrorists?
Huh?
Like terrorists, the reason behind 9/11?
It's not that. It's like because of the conspiracy theory behind it. Because I mean, the fact that you have planes being able to hit buildings, and this is like the odds of it happening
But
twice.
the jet fuel can't melt the steel beams.
Yeah, and yet it still fell. And then you have the recent bombing in London, like that apartment complex, and it fell down the same way, similar to like the World Trade Towers.
Well, you said you weren't a conspiracy theorist.
No, I am. I like seek that stuff out. I mean, it bothers me to a degree, and if I let it get to me, I'll sink into that rabbit hole pretty quick, and then not sleep for a couple days because I'm just like on the internet looking at all this stuff, and then that agitates Laura, and she doesn't want to have any of it. But like yesterday, what was I watching? I was texting Jesse about this, about the murder of Princess Diana. And there's a whole conspiracy theory behind that I was unaware of, and started looking it up more and stuff like that. And apparently she was pregnant with this Muslim prince that was going to be the king of Egypt eventually, or something like that. And they couldn't have a Christian woman marrying a Muslim man because they would have too much influence and actually bring about more peace. And also shaming to the royal family. It was like a combination of the two. Like the amount of influence that Princess Diana had on the people when she was technically not really royalty anymore because she was divorced from Charles, and who was in love with, is it Camille? Yeah, I think her name's Camille. So like you have this whole thing going on, and
Well, I
they
think
how
have conspiracy rant.
well they played out how they killed her. So going into a tunnel, and they killed the lights and the CCTV footage, and that was another thing on itself because they're like saying it was like a power outage, but yet like 10 minutes before they issued a ticket underneath that same bridge, and they got it on video and everything. It just so happened to be in this time frame where the video feed cuts off, the power cuts off, cutting off the camera, and then you have these three other cars that approach from the opposite end. After Princess Diana's car goes into the tunnel, and once it goes into the tunnel, you have this Jeep this like motorcycle that goes right in front of the car, makes the car stop, and it turns around, and as the car is like trying to pull over to the side, they shoot it with a strobe gun, which is like emits this high beam of light, causes the driver to go right into the side. But the thing is, she didn't die there. The ambulance came and picked her up, and on the way, they took the longest route to the hospital, to the furthest hospital. And in the middle of the route, they show that where the driver is just still. Now in the movie, they show the driver like pulled over, smoking a cigarette. But they have like this tracker evidence of it, and they show like where he was like he was just parked idle for X amount of time. And in that time, they say that that's actually when Princess Diana died. And then once they get her to the hospital, it was like only a matter of a couple days later, before the autopsy was done, that they had the body cremated. So it's just like weird process that was going on, and they really rushed things and stuff like that. So I don't know. It was interesting, but I mean, I'm not that big into conspiracy theories, but I am. You know what I mean?
But you just talked about it for 15 minutes.
Sorry.
I seriously think you and Randall should have a conspiracy rant.
No, Randall's not that good with conspiracy theories.
No, I don't really care. I just like to goad him on so he'll do what he just did.
That's why y'all need to have a conspiracy rant. It would be beautiful.
It would be pretty funny because I would just say one line and then he'd be like, "Well, yeah, but then this happened, and then what about this?" And then like 30 minutes would fill up, and then I'd be like, "Oh yes, but what about this?" And then suddenly 30 more minutes would fill up, and then boom, we got a podcast.
Yeah, there's a really
Exactly.
there's a really good podcast called The Higher Chats, EHC, and this guy goes through all kinds of conspiracy theories. But he brought up one the other day about like now I've heard different terms for this put and like what they're trying to do, but one of this was like basically trying to change the way you bring down a society or influence a society is to start with as the society when they're children, and a lot of this was done through Walt Disney and propaganda cartoons for like World War II and stuff like that. But another part of that was to like disassociate them with this like perfect family, and by doing that, or in order to do that, they would publish a lot of movies that didn't have a strong female character. I'm sorry, where the female character is often killed out, like not the female character, but the mother of the main character in Disney movies is always killed off at the beginning or missing or doesn't have a very strong role. But I was talking about that, like cartoons in terms of them being used for propaganda and stuff like that. But we have another influence. There's this place called I don't know if you heard of it, Randall, called the Agency. It's a Russian entity or government group, and their job is to seek out like different opportunities to just spread rumors in the U.S. through social media. It's this huge building, and it's a government office and stuff like that. And these guys go in there, and they're required to post X amount of things on Twitter and on Facebook, and just spread propaganda and make up fake websites that are informing citizens that, I don't know, there's like a chemical spill down the road, you need to exit, go to chemicalspill.org or something, and they'll make up this website and put all this stuff up. But if you Google the agency, but the Russian agency, it'll come up, and that's a good way to influence people is through social media and subliminally expose them to these different messages of whatever you may want them to see or not see.
Yeah, but how would that tie in though to like the lizard people who are supposedly influencing the world and taking over key individuals?
Well, I was watching Dark Skies, and there's like 3 different groups of people, like aliens, that live amongst us. So you got the reptilians, and then you have the Greys, and then you have man, I forget the other one. Laura, what's that other group of people, Laura? Huh? Never mind. But so the Greys are what like everybody sees, like the aliens and stuff like that. The reptilians are, no one's actually seen or like has solid evidence of like the exposure of reptilian society or anything like that. So
yeah,
I mean you can't.
You think they were there at the grassy knoll when JFK was shot?
You're stretching. You're stretching, buddy.
Okay, well, what do you think? You tell me what your theory is on that. You think there was a second shooter?
No, I don't think there was any shooter. Have you seen the movie Dark Skies? Has anybody seen it? It's about alien invasion.
Nope. I did see War of the World.
Man, that's a good movie too. The remake, right?
No, tell me your thoughts around that. Like, is there a conspiracy behind the making of that movie?
I don't think about the making of the movie. I think about the possibility that aliens do exist here, maybe below the surface. I think in that movie they transport into the ground through the lightning, right? Because they had like those bolts of lightning at the beginning that they're shooting into the ground, and that's their way of transporting into the world and preparing for the invasion. But I kind of feel like, I mean, we're being observed already in this universe by a third party, whatever it may be, I was thinking about this on the way home, because this ties back to the simulation theory.
Being watched by God?
No. I mean, I understand some people on the podcast, have have the belief in God and stuff like that. But my thing is the simulation theory. Are y'all aware of what the simulation theory is? First of all, it's basically
No, can you explain it in 3 sentences or less?
like you're living in the Matrix, and life is pretty much you're living this 3D simulation of a computer game. There, pretty much. So,
So it's the show Reboot.
I guess I don't know.
Reboot.
I've never heard of it, but I mean, there's like a real thing to that because I'm unaware of what's happening, like in another location. You know, I don't know what's going on at Mary's house right now, or at Freddy's location, or at Randall's location, or you know,
I know
I
it's
don't.
in your house because I put cameras up.
But you understand, like we only see what's right in front of us, and after that, nothing else is a reality because we're not witnessing it. So we're limited to our scope of vision as to like what is actually being, I guess, displayed before us.
Do you think matter is evil?
Who?
Matter, like things, like we're being formed from this beautiful ideal and everything. Every time you make something, it's going away from the ideal and making more evil.
No, I mean, think of like when you're playing a video game. You play a bunch of video games, and the character in the video game has no idea like what's going on in another part of the game until that you walk over there, like in a real.
I think the character is very conscious.
No, I mean you're controlling the character first of all, but think of things that are like within that world. You know, it's all just basically simulated, but also things are introduced to the character as it seeks out different things, as it walks into different things. And so if you relate that to like the Big Bang Theory, the Big Bang Theory is that, like, you know,
it's not the character doesn't have thoughts.
I mean, don't they like little
Bazinga.
But what is a thought? You know, that like go even further. I mean,
Are you saying like when I play video games, it's conscious and watching?
Basically, yeah.
A Bazinga.
Miguel, that's why I didn't get a Kinect because I was terrified.
Okay, that's a separate thing because Kinects terrify the fuck out of me. I hate walking into a room and that fucking camera is just like looking at me and it just turns on and it's just like zooms up. My buddy Rahil had one and I spent the night at his house and I was like, yeah, we got to disconnect this and turn it around. This ain't happening.
What conspiracy do you think is surrounding the Kinect?
Now I want to stay here with the simulation theory because this is something that's been on my mind because it is very real when you relate to when you turn on your TV, how everything is just automatically there, and you relate that to how the Big Bang Theory came about. So, you know, as in a matter of a short amount of time, everything was just there, and that's the same thing for. I mean, that happened. I mean, when you turn on your TV or your computer monitor, and relate that to like what you're seeing and your vision and stuff like that, and our ability to not really grasp what lives outside of our scope of tangible, I guess, tangible, whatever you want to call it, parameters or sensors, or tangible sensors around us.
So, wait, Miguel, are we brains in a vat?
I don't know. Are we?
Miguel, is tangible things you can't, I mean, you can touch? Like, what about ghosts?
Exactly. I mean, what is a ghost, though? You know?
But why do you believe in ghosts and not God?
I don't believe in ghosts.
But why are we even discussing it?
No, I don't believe in ghosts.
What about aliens?
By aliens, I mean like other life forms. I mean, it's ridiculous to think like we're alone in this universe.
Yeah, because there's God.
I don't want to. I've been trying to avoid this God debate with you, but you keep bringing it back into this. I mean, I don't.
Alien debate, and it was brought back.
Well, no, I get the alien debate. I mean, that makes more sense to me than God. I mean, for us, God. I mean,
have you ever seen an alien?
No, but have you ever seen God?
Yes.
How? How have you seen God? Like in your dreams, it's just like some magical synapses going off, and you think you're this hallucination of this man that you picture as being Jesus. Is your God white? Do you find Jesus to be white? Do you think Jesus is white? The Middle Eastern white guy?
No. Why are you racist?
I'm not. I'm just.
I tried to listen to reggaeton. Is this what?
No, this has nothing to do with reggaeton.
I ate Thai food too. Is that like cultural appropriation?
Yeah,
It could be. I
you
mean,
did it. You're Thai now.
it
Oh,
depends. I mean, how do you know that that's like real Thai food? I mean, have you ever been to Taiwan?
yes.
No, Mary, you're Thai now, and you need to tell us how much you deadlifted as part of your Muay Thai training.
Wait. If I'm Thai, can I be a Thai fighter like
Yeah.
Star Wars, like Imperial?
Only if you study Muay Thai.
Thai,
Wait.
you like?
Wait, Muay Thai is like hand-to-hand combat, and I want to fight in a ship that's a Thai fighter.
No, you said you're going to be a Thai fighter.
Yeah.
Muay Thai.
Oh my God!
Oh.
What you
Thank
did
you.
there? That's.
Where's Tony? Where's Tony?
Bazooka. I don't know, but everybody's leaving.
Why? We're having such a good debate.
I don't know what happened to Freddie. He left. He probably got sleepy. And then Jesse probably got bored. I bet you. I'll get a text
God.
message from Jesse tomorrow saying I'm bored.
No, he's
I
just
think
like
it's time to end the show.
denial.
I'm gonna end the show when everybody ends up leaving. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, I'm staying up 8 more hours. Get ready.
8 more hours. I mean, Randall, what do you think about conspiracy theories, period? I mean, I don't want your actual input on if you think they're real or not, but I mean,
That's Randall's job. Randall's job is to interview you and have you talk about them.
Yeah,
why interview me though?
because you're so full of knowledge. You have so much to say.
I don't think I have a lot to say.
I think you're full of insightful, unique ideas on these conspiracy theories that you need to be involved too. All I am is just a catalyst for the genius within your mind to figure these things out.
But tell me what my purpose is, you know? I mean, we get into these things of like, I mean, yeah, we can sit here and think about conspiracy theories, but I mean, even if you're right, it's not like it's going to make a difference or anything. I can't change anything because I simply think outside the box. Or
And then maybe you need to start acting outside the box too, Miguel.
Yeah, but how does one act outside the box? But what good will that do? You know what I mean? Like at some point, you just got to sell out and be like, you know what? I can't change anything, and that's part of my reason for going to engineering school. You know, it's just like I can't.
You're giving up, is what you're saying.
Engineering school, why does it matter? What if your brain's in a vat somewhere?
I mean,
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like my whole purpose for doing what I did was to do what I thought was fulfilling.
No,
And
that's
when you
somebody
make-
else controlling you to have you make those decisions because
Yeah,
your
but
brain's in a vat, just like the Matrix.
You get to a point in your life, you just ultimately, I mean, everything comes down to just making money. Like that's the economic backdrop that we've grown up in.
Because the Illuminati is making you want that. You can go against it. You could fight the power.
Yeah, but even if you're saying I don't want it or I do want it, I mean, you want it as well, and so does Randall and everybody else.
Wait, how can you say that if you can't tell what we're thinking or what we're doing? You don't know that.
Because the fact that you guys have jobs means that that's what you're after.
But if we're all brains in a vat, you could just be having a perception that we are working.
Yeah.
But you are working due to the conditions that, I mean, for the best of our abilities to detect and sense one another.
But if we're all programs, if we're all just showing up to be like that, while you're the brain in the vat that's receiving all these electrical inputs, then it could all just be fake. It's all virtual.
I mean, that's totally right. And that makes me think even more because, you know, I don't mean to get weird on the podcast or anything, but, I mean, that's a thing on its own. It's just like, what if we do, what if none of this matters? You know, everybody's chasing after stupid things when the real purpose of this is just to enjoy your existence and you know, be observational and enjoy this temporary, I don't know, time that we're put into this planar space or this temporal area. I don't know what I'm trying to say. You know, I'm just saying,
well,
like,
then just quit your job so you can go enjoy your time.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I wish I could do something like that. I wish I could just quit.
Why can't you?
Because ultimately we're all drawn back to making money and living like everybody else. It's part of that thing. Like all the cool kids are doing it, so I got to do it too. Otherwise, you wouldn't have a job either. None of us would be. If we didn't
Keep up
follow
with
that
the
influence.
Joneses.
Everybody's doing that.
Yeah.
Regardless, if you say you're not, or if you say you're not part of
Money
that.
to like enjoy life.
See, that's
Yeah,
what
Miguel.
do you think you need money to enjoy life, Mary?
Yes.
And see, that's direct influence on society. That's what it's had on you, and the reason why you have the profession that you do, but also that the reason why you don't necessarily. And you know, this is a good question for you because it's like
You usually can't barter to get yarn. You have to pay for it.
I know, but do you think God wants you to be enjoying life through money?
God just wants you to believe in him.
Okay, but don't you think he put you here for a purpose?
No.
Oh, so you have no purpose then?
It's to love your neighbor and love God.
Okay, so wait, is your purpose to love your neighbor or not have a purpose at all?
I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet.
So, I mean, based on my Catholic background and everything, I would think that if there was a God, God wouldn't want you being forced to enjoy the world that He created for you, based off monetary value that you earn through basically your life credit.
Isn't it a little presumptuous for you to be saying what a supreme being would be thinking?
Well, are we not all part of the supreme being? Because we essentially were made in His image and made to think.
Separate. Jeez.
So, in some way, we are like our own God. I mean.
Namaste.
Y'all know, make no sense to me.
Can I crochet you a hug?
No, I don't want to hug.
I think you need one. I think that's why we need Ricky back on the podcast.
No, I
think we have a lot to work through, and I think we've reached the iceberg.
I don't know what we're like ultimately seeking, you know, and
no, this is what we're seeking right here, right now, is to make you feel better about life.
This is why we were programmed. We were put here as programs to make you feel better, Miguel.
Okay, so I'm curious that sometimes I think like I am somewhat of a like schizo, and what if that was the case now and I only thought I was podcasting when in reality I'm just talking to myself like in a corner right now?
That's fine.
It's okay. We're here for you, Miguel.
You guys are just like these voices in my head that are just, sometimes influencing me for the better or for the bad. You know, Mary's like this very compassionate part of me, but Randall's over here like basically this jackass that's like telling me to do all the wrong things in life. And
I understand. Randall's not a jackass. He cares about you. You're just being mean.
And then
why are you mean to me, Miguel? I was put here to help you.
Whatever.
And here you are.
Miguel,
you are the worst when it comes to just.
You need to we're in a isosceles triangle, and you need to calm down.
You don't even know what an isosceles triangle is, so let's not even go down. I mean,
I know what an isosceles triangle is, you silly man.
Relax, you silly woman. You have no idea. Okay? Now.
Why are you judging me? First you're hating on Randall, now you turn your rage to me, the compassionate one. This isn't very nice.
We the voices were just here to keep you under control, Miguel. That's why they put you in this
in the
first place.
What keeps us from not thinking that everything right now wasn't just inputted into our minds when we woke up this morning?
I already think that.
I mean, there's nothing telling us. We go to sleep at one point in time unconscious of what's happening around us. And what if at that time we're just being reprogrammed and we're made to think like everything that's happened before this point in time was already just programmed within us to make us think lived out this
What
life.
happens anyway? That's what I think happens.
Because there's no physical evidence, and a lot of our memories are based on emotional memory, and we think we remember things in certain ways, but I mean there's no evidence to, I guess, to prove that. But
Miguel, I'm right there with you.
I don't know.
You're reprogrammed every day, okay?
No, I mean that's a real thought of mine. It's like, what if we wake up? I tell my sister these things, but
It's a real thing, I'm telling you.
I tell my sister these things, but she thinks it's because I don't go to church or believe in God anymore that I'm trying to find reason within the world. Now I'm asking way too many questions. Laura gets the same way, and so does my buddy Jeremiah. And I don't understand, like, why believing in God is just like this solution to people that they no longer have to ask the question why, or they ask the question why a lot less.
Not true. You just have a wrong impression of things.
I mean, why do I have a wrong impression? What is the right impression?
The right no, because the wrong impression would be, oh, everybody's like that, which isn't the case.
The majority of people are that way.
The majority of people you've just dealt with the same amount of people. You need to expand your mind.
And I feel like, in a way, I've done that to some degree because I talk to people on this podcast and stuff like that. I talk to different individuals and stuff like that, but sometimes that's not always the case.
Have you dropped ecstasy and expanded your mind?
No, but that's another good point. I mean,
What's your next step, Miguel?
there are definitely some like barriers in there that you need to be able to expand. Now, I mean, Mary, I don't know if you want to state whether you have or haven't, but have you ever?
Not, because I don't need to.
You've never dropped ecstasy?
No.
I want to drop ecstasy.
We can go to Burning Man together.
I want to do it once. I just want to like let my mind go and just let it expand and see what else is out there. I mean, have you ever heard of DMT?
Yes.
And how like you get this rush of DMT right before you're about to die,
That
and
sounds.
you start seeing all these like hallucinations and
I
bright
think we
light.
need to continue. Like, I think we need to talk, like, to somebody that has done this and have ecstasy chat.
We could actually, yeah, we should definitely get somebody on here that's done it. But that's, you get these books that people have written about God is real, and I saw God, and when I died I saw heaven, he talked to me, or whatever, I don't know. And I think they're just being like, it's just a lot of synapses going off, and you got this buildup of DMT that's being just spilt all over the brain, and they're just like lighting up. All the synapses are starting to light up, and they're just seeing all these images, and they think, and a lot of that's because of the exposure that they've had prior to that, going to church and being told to live within these different limitations and what's good, what's bad, and you actually do think you've met your creator, God, or whatever, I think you're just having like a really bad trip.
Miguel.
Huh?
It's getting late.
Oh. Oh yeah, damn. It's like 11:30.
I mean,
Huh.
I'm sorry. Do you feel better?
No, I don't know what's going on anymore.
Okay.
I gotta figure out my life. I gotta figure out what everything's about. It's just, we keep going on and on, I mean, even like with this podcast, what is it all about? I mean, this is like my only escape sometimes from our normal track of thinking, but what are we trying to get to? Why even do this podcast? Why are we
Because
here right now?
you enjoy it. There is no other point.
Is life all about enjoyment? I mean, if life was all about enjoyment, why do any of us have jobs then? And then, I'm just going to take a few more minutes to talk about this, Mary, because, the other side to that argument is that if we just spent the whole day on the beach every day, you know how incredibly boring that would be? Or become, and we would just, our minds wouldn't be challenged. It's almost like, as much as we don't want to work, we need work for the simple fact that it makes our mind think the right side of the brain, it gets, or is it the left side? Whichever side is like the productive side, problem-solving side. Your left side of the brain is stimulated by creation and stuff like that, and that's why I do the podcast. But because the other side of my brain, I'm spending a lot of time just problem solving and critical thinking, and here I can just come and relax. But that's a good point. I guess I'm arguing with myself at this point because I want to say, like, why do we have jobs in the first place if it's all about enjoying life? But can you truly enjoy life without using different parts of your brain? I mean, yeah, you can spend your whole life using the left side where you're enjoying doing your abstract paintings or playing video games or podcasting, but at some point you need to challenge the other critical thinking, problem solving, that allows you to interact with other individuals outside of your family. You got your coworkers that you wouldn't have ever been exposed to or interacted with if it wasn't for your job. So to some degree, your brain requires that. Otherwise, you would just become this robot that just enjoys sunsets and sunrises while you're just like chilling on the beach, and then your brain just goes to mush, and you truly have no purpose if life is all about enjoyment. We require to work. Anyways. That's a good little rant there, huh? Thanks again for joining us for Empty Rant. You can get all our previous content at emptyrant.com. And as always, if you have a podcast and you'd like to promote it, send us a soundbite of a plug of your podcast and send it to emptyrant@gmail.com. Thanks for listening. Oh, Mary, would you like to say bye?
Hi, guys.